This week on Eagan Am.
Prom season.
Earth Day.
The Wildcat World of Sports.
Live from Studio 1A, this is Eagan Am.
Good morning, I'm Drew Arnson.
And I'm Catherine Puttish.
Senior privileges begin on May 7th, which are pretty cool.
But there's a catch. Your graduation fees need to be paid by May 2nd.
And don't forget, senior lunch payments are due today.
Last week, the hospitality scored big as the class went to the governor's mansion. And again this Tuesday, Audrey caught up with Miss Keach to learn more.
We got the opportunity to bring the students to the governor's mansion because I saw a little clip on a Sunday morning show about how the First Lady is using the mansion as a way of displaying hospitality for different legislators. So right away I thought, there could be an opportunity there. Maybe my students could come and help participate in planning that party and they could do the serving. So I wrote a letter and I invited my students to come and said that they would love to serve. And then about 15 days later, we received a response saying that they thought that was a great idea. When we first got there, we met the staff that we had been emailing and in touch by phone. And they welcomed us. They gave us a brief tour of different areas in the mansion. And then after that, they divided the students up into two groups. One group went in the kitchen and worked with the chef on preparing egg salad sandwiches for the event. And another group was in charge of separating the table, putting leaves in it, setting it for 16, putting tablecloths, doing the table setting. And then once we were done with that, then the First Lady met with the students who had all prepared introductions for her and some questions. So we had a little bit of time with her before her guests arrived. And then once the guests were there, then the students participated in doing all of the serving of her guests and the cleaning up. Oh, I was so proud of them. And I think it was really meaningful to them. And the First Lady really complimented the whole experience by reminding students to dream big and take advantage of all the opportunities in front of you. The more opportunities you say yes to could lead to something else.
If you haven't been by the East entrance recently, you are missing on the newest addition to our school.
New banners appeared earlier this week and were kindly donated by Jolson's.
They definitely add some much needed color to our entrance.
Prom is quickly approaching and the countdown is on.
There's Brooke with the story.
Prom proposals have always had a big hype to them, but is it worth it? Some are elaborate as wedding proposals, where others are as simple as just asking someone. It's a lot harder than you think to ask someone you like. What if they have a date, or what if they say no? Trust me from experience, it's honestly better just to ask them. If you don't, you're always going to ask yourself, what if they would have said yes? But is it worth it to go all out, or is it better to keep it simple? We asked Eagan High School students what they thought.
Prom proposals are pretty gnarly. Shows how much affection you have for whoever you ask. If I had to ask, I'd parachute out of a helicopter just to ask my special lady.
It can happen if you want to go big, definitely go for it, but it shouldn't be something that if someone's not comfortable with it, they shouldn't feel like they have to do it.
I've never been asked, so it's like my senior year. Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
It's kind of dumb that the boys always have to ask the girls, and I think people should break tradition, and I think girls can do cute prom proposals too.
For this year's prom, I'm hoping to do something special with my girlfriend. I'm thinking about getting a ton of candles and lining them up in her driveway. Please nobody tell her. I'm going to spell out prom.
Proposal is anything to do with Beyonce.
Bring food or something?
My dream prom proposal, I don't want anything too major, but I like maybe a person just to walk up to me, kind of surprise me when I'm not looking with a little poster, I guess you can say, and just have something quirky on it because I'm very quirky as it is. And maybe, bring me a flower or two, something just simple like that, I guess.
So how are you going to ask someone to prom? Signing up for Eagan Am, this is Brooke Ruby.
Now it's time for Throwback Thursday.
We are sent all the way back to 2004, which is 15 years ago.
It was prom season, and the theme was The Way You Look Tonight.
And as you can see, the popular styles were a bit different back then. But in 15 years, I guess, we'll probably look funny too.
Prom weekend is coming up, and we thought we'd give you a little advice to make the night even more magical. Here's Alyssa Revac with some prom day tips.
A lot of popular styles have been like the unfinished look. They're mainly getting styles that kind of more of like the spiky, unfinished curls, loosely pinned up. Most of the things that you don't see this year are the tighter curls, more of the slick down bang.
Earth Day is on Monday. Here's Andrew to tell us about this growing movement.
Monday will be the 49th Earth Day. This year's Earth Day theme is Protect Our Species. Currently around the world, there are more than 3,000 endangered species. Some of them include the polar bear, snow leopard, giant panda, tiger, monarch butterfly, green sea turtle, and thousands more. Climate change is endangering species as we speak. Climate change is a change in global or regional climate patterns, in particular, a change apparent from the mid to late 20th century onwards and attributed largely to the increased levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide produced by the use of fossil cells. Right now in our climate, the Earth is heating up. What does this mean for our animals? Climate change is very damaging to the species around us, and it is extremely damaging to this Earth. Humans and wild animals face new challenges for survival because of climate change. More frequent and intense drought, storms, heat, waves, rising sea levels, melting glaciers, and warming oceans can directly harm animals, destroy the places they live, and wreak havoc on people's livelihoods and communities. Luckily, 16-year-old climate activist Greta Thunberg has started a movement in Sweden where her and other school children refuse to attend school on Fridays until UN leaders do something about climate change.
So when school started in August this year, I decided that this was enough. I sat myself down on the ground outside the Swedish parliament. I school striked for the climate. Some people say that I should be in school instead. Some people say that I should study to become a climate scientist so that I can solve the climate crisis. But the climate crisis has already been solved. We already have all the facts and solutions. All we have to do is to wake up and change. Everything needs to change, and it has to start today.
Our school has its own way to help save our planet.
If you have leftover food at lunch that you haven't touched and plan on throwing away, you can put it on a tray called the sharing table. This was installed in effort to reduce food waste.
Food and drinks can be a carton of milk, cup of fruit, or etc. The sharing table tray is placed under the cave right next to the cash registers. Last Saturday, the speech team competed in the Minnesota State High School League State Speech Tournament. This team brought home 4 state champions, as well as took third in overall sweepstakes.
Congrats to Claire Nelson, who is the state champion in humor, Isabel Hopewell, who is the state champion in extempt reading, Jason Scheller, state champion in extempt speaking, and Trin Wynn, state champion in serious interpretation prose.
Also, congrats to the other state finalists, Shayla Vilander, Nathan Lopresto, Julia Sexton, Audrey Parker, Deva Mooley, and Sanjana Krishna Murphy.
Finally, congrats to our Speech All-State members, Julia Sexton, Jason Scheller, Claire Nelson, and Isabel Hopewell.
Congratulations to all who participated. Prom is in 30 days, Wildcats.
And I just noticed that we all have no idea what the theme is.
We have Brooke live in the studio to reveal Eagan High School's 2019 prom theme.
Hey, most of you are anxious to figure out the prom theme. Well, this year's theme is definitely worth the wait. If you have been following our Instagram page at Eagan Prom, you have probably been guessing for a few days what the theme could be. So you can win a free prom ticket. In this box is not only the theme of our prom, but also the name of the winner who won our Instagram contest. Drum roll, please. Tap shoes. So our theme is dancing in the rain. actually have a poster to show you guys, so you'll be seeing these around the hall very shortly. As for the Instagram contest, the winner is Erin with the account name All About Her Bag. So there you guys go. She was the first one to guess the theme correctly. Thanks to everyone who participated in the contest. Tickets go on sale this upcoming Monday, April 22nd. They are $40 on FeePay. Speaking of prom, if you don't have a date, don't worry. I don't have one either. So if there are any senior guys, if you're looking for someone to go with, let me know, because you can always ask me. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Brooke. Make sure to buy your ticket before the deadline on May 13th, since the tickets become $60.
And if you're one of the first 150 people to buy your ticket, you are going to Grand March. Then you'll be in Group A, starting at 4 o'clock to 5 p.m.
If you buy your ticket after the 150 cutoff and are going to Grand March, you will be in Group B starting 5 to 6 p.m. Plan dinner reservations accordingly.
Well, looks like it's time for the WCR. Take it away, Megan.
Our spring sports might have Mother Nature against them, but let's update you on some of the changed dates and some stats. Yesterday, baseball team lost against Lakeville North. Tomorrow, they regroup and make a home stand against Shakopee. Good luck, boys. On Tuesday, softball went against Prior Lake, losing to the score of 5-2. Their Wednesday game against Shakopee has been moved to tomorrow. Girls Lax lost against Jefferson in an away game, losing with a score of 20-1. The home game with Park was moved to Monday, so stay strong, girls. Boys Lax won 19-11 against Chan Hansen on Tuesday. Great goals came from Drew Willison, assisted by Thomas Meissner. Jack Stone put another one in towards the end, assisted by Benjamin Willery. They played against Raptors, losing to a close score of 8-7. Their next game will be on Tuesday against the Blaze from Burnsville. Our girls golf will have a varsity SSC event next Wednesday at Valleywood Golf Course. The boys golf had an invitational at Wilds Golf Club on Wednesday, and on next Tuesday we'll have another invitational at Inverwood Golf Course. Boys tennis had their match on Eastview on Tuesday. The Cats lost, but in singles, Maxim Zengenbellen defeated Eastview's Gavin Young to become the #1 ranked singles player in the state. Take a look at his reaction during match point. Their next match is at Prior Lake on Tuesday. Our track and field will be holding an invitational on next Tuesday with the schools of Apple Valley, Creighton-Durham, Lakeville South, St. Paul Johnson, and Woodbury. So come on over to cheer our Wildcats on. Back to you guys.
Ice wire has arrived and is drying out our fields. So get ready for sports to shift into overdrive. That's all we have for you this week. Wildcats, enjoy the sunshine tomorrow. Make sure you get outside.
We leave you with an interesting take on our lip sync challenge. Enjoy.
Hey guys, let's give this a try. Okay, not what we're going for. Let's try again, guys.
baby.
Mr. Sandman.